Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm looking for new energies that you haven't heard before. Something that is fated for Aries for this month. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I also will be doing the pick a card reading at the end, and it may be love, or it may be also like the fated situations that we're going to talk about. It could be about anything, really. Find out what it is. See what the incoming energy is for Aries. Communications. You're going to be hearing about something. Some of you may be traveling. I know I get in the comments every once in a while someone saying, well, we're not allowed to travel. Well, some people are, you know. But also I see this as really fast communication. Something you got to get up and go right quick and do it, or communicate very quickly. And there's usually, when it's communications, it goes back and forth. There are communications that are going back and forth with someone. I'll often see this with text messaging, you know, people leaving messages on answer machines to call back right away, things of that nature. So that's the incoming energy, is communications or travel. In the past, you may have caught somebody doing something underhanded, Seven of Swords. For some of you may have done this, you know. But the Seven of Swords in reverse is that you avoided a nasty situation with somebody. You caught them in a situation, you looked at them, you know, caught them red-handed. The obstacle that you're supposed to overturn is an injustice that happened to you. Someone messed you over. And you know that. You already probably know this. And so I can see where this is leading up. Once I start clarifying, as you know, it changes the story up a little bit, or it makes it really interesting. That's why I do my clarifiers. They're just that good. Current environment, or what you will be feeling, because, you know, everybody's on a different timetable, but it's going to be happening pretty quick, especially when I see those Eight of Wands there. Four of Pentacles. Pentacles energy is considered really slow, but not this time, I don't think. You're going to be starting to save money. Money will come in. You'll be able to save what is yours. Lucrative type situations. Outside environment coming towards you. Someone wants to come out of an abandonment with you. Maybe they feel abandoned. Maybe they're having second thoughts. Maybe it's the person that did you an injustice. Maybe they're having troubles now. Because it's the Five of Pentacles. I call it the worry card. They want to come out of worry with you, or coming out of neglect, or not having enough. That's all that about. And it could be that also, because it's outside environment, you may be coming out of this yourself, you know, not having enough. In the end, the Five of Swords. Okay, come on. Five of Swords. Okay, lunar eclipse. You're going to state your truth to somebody. You're to go into a little bit of a, I have to take up for myself now. And it looks like you got a couple of things going on. You caught someone red-handed doing you an injustice, and now the battle is on. And let's see what's going to happen there. It could be the outside person maybe losing a situation. I do see it has to do with finances or gain in some of you. Now, the pick a card reading may pick up romance, but I'm seeing the main energy that's coming in for all Aries. Let's see what's going on also. Losing my voice a little lately, so family member's been sick, and I hope I don't catch anything, you know. But in the past, we got the Seven of Swords. It's in reverse. I need two cards for that to find out more information for Aries. King of Rods. That could be, you know, well, it could be a Leo. And there's the Justice card again. You're wanting justice, and you may get justice. Some of you, like I said, may be dealing with a person that you found out was trying to mess you over, and you avoided it in some way, or going to. But I do see it has to do with the King of Rods energy. Usually Aries is the Queen of Rods, but this is a fiery type energy, so it still could be your energy, and demanding justice over someone that tried to take advantage of you in some way. Now, what you're supposed to overturn is an injustice that has been done to you. You're supposed to deal with it during this time. So I need two cards for Aries for the Justice card in reverse. coming out of feeling trapped, trying to overcome interference in your life. Ace of Cups, and is trying to start a new emotional beginning elsewhere. So you need to overcome, and you can do this. This is what it's telling you can do, and yet you should work towards, is overcome the injustice, come out of interference and people trying to trap you, and also go towards a new emotional beginning that you'll like, love, and cherish. Okay? That's what, go towards the things you love. That's what it's saying. I do see money coming in for you. You're acquiring money with the Four of Pentacles, keeping what is yours. I need 2 cards for Aries for the Four of Pentacles. The energy of the Four of Pentacles. Why is it there? Nope, that wants to come out. I'm going to let it. Ace of Swords, stating your truth and getting your... You're definitely going to get some money, new money. Something, if you start out on a new venture, like I said, something you like, love, and cherish. There's the Ace of Swords, a new beginning also, and go for it with a lot of vigor. You'll get your 10 of Cups, and you'll acquire some money. Outside influences, that 5 of Pentacles, I call it, like I said, the worry card for a lot of situations. But the outside situation coming towards you, I need 2 cards for that, for Aries. 2 cards, please. There's that communications. There's a miscommunication somewhere. So you need to get on top of things with the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is about valor, doing what is right, and getting on top of things. It's time to get busy. And make sure your communications are opening up, because I do feel for some of you, it could be someone that's trying to come out of worry with you. But I also see you coming out of, excuse me, there goes my voice. I see you coming out of not having enough also. In the end, you got the 5 of Swords, fighting for what is yours. When I see the 5 of Swords, there's usually a winner and a loser. So I need 2 cards for the 5 of Swords for Aries. No give and take. You're not even going to mess with, you're going to try to defeat somebody. You may very well do so. You're not going to do any give and take with somebody that messed you over, most likely, okay? And you're definitely not going to accept what they have to offer. So it looks like you defeat somebody in some area. It'll be different for a lot of Aries individuals, but I do see it's telling you to get on top of things, don't miss communications, and go for your Ace of Cups. Overturn the injustice. You can do it, but you got to get on top of things and don't dawdle on something. It'll be different, like I said, for everybody. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, really? Everybody, I wish I could get this card. I never get this card in my own readings when I do them. The 10 of Pentacles is overall financial stability. In the end, you will get it to whatever you're going towards. It'll pay off, okay? Big time. It'll pay off big time. Now, let me do the pick a card reading. I am going to use the romance cards, because sometimes it picks up on love, but it may not, because we're doing fated events for whatever the universe is deciding for you during this time. So this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I need 3 cards for the pick a card reading. So it looks like with the lunar eclipse with you, it's like you're defeating an injustice. You're cutting out someone that messed you over, and you're starting something else. It looks like I'm picking up a solar eclipse reading on some of this too, which I plan on doing in December if you want to know more. It may tell us a lot more. Now, this is the Black Moon Astrology cards, and I thought it was very fitting for the lunar eclipse reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I need 3 cards for the pick a card. The lunar eclipse reading, the fated events, what is expected for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Very large cards, very beautiful cards, worth it to me to buy. In case you want to know, they're out there. I try to give credit when credit's due. If I don't put it here, I put it on. I just redid my website, so I'll be putting them on there. Went with another company, but they're also in my description. But this is the Moonology, also fitting for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's pick a card of reading. I need 3 cards for that. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Like I said, they're beautiful cards. Everybody likes them. If you pick this section, remember I bring them all together at the end for secondary energies, okay? Secondary energies means what comes after that supports it, you know? But choose what you want. Choose what you're compelled, you're drawn to, and that'll be the main energy for you. If you pick this section, finances and career, I did see that. I saw a lot of money in there, okay? That's going to be your goal. That's going to be something that helps you along. But it looks like you cut out some stuff. You got the part of fortune increase. Okay, Aries, take advantage of this and look at the bigger picture. Yeah, don't look at the bigger picture. Be practical. There's a reason why things happen. There's a reason why things get cut out. There's a reason why people mess you over, and it's to put you a step forward in a different direction to where you get a part of fortune increase and money and finances and career. So look at the bigger picture. There's a reason why this all happened. Don't self-doubt too. I'm feeling a lot of self-doubt for some people. If you're having a love situation coming up, which you will, maybe you haven't met this person yet, maybe you have, maybe it's a past person, express your love to them. They need to hear it, okay? They need to hear it. Solar eclipse, during the solar eclipse. I know I'm reading for the lunar, but we got a solar eclipse also coming up. Do it during this time because it could be favorable for you, okay? And show the world the real you. Don't be afraid to show love, okay? Don't be afraid to show love. If you pick this section, okay, healing family issues at hand when it comes to the lunar eclipse is maybe getting rid of negativity, maybe bringing things to light and healing and getting rid of the ugly in your life. Healing family issues, okay? There's a destiny situation coming up for you. This is destiny, and I've been saying that to everybody. It's fated, okay? Balance and spirituality and practicality. You're going to be balancing yourself. So you're called to balance yourself when it comes to spiritual type situations and the practical, money, and what is your belief system and family and healing and destiny. Okay, all these things happen to you. Whatever happened in this reading and now and here, you are supposed to heal from it, and it happened for a reason. I know people don't like to hear that, but that's usually when something happens, it's to push you in a direction where you're supposed to go, where maybe you weren't going that way before. So you can try to bring these together, but I'm seeing finances and career. They're going to take off. It's a destiny thing. It's going to increase. A lot of practicality. Look at the bigger picture. Like I said, there's a reason why this happened. You're going to heal from this. But I also feel during the solar eclipse, a lot of you are going to come to a certain point in your life where someone needs to hear that you care about them. And maybe it's the healing of the family issues thing that maybe cause that. But you're definitely going to deal with a love situation by this mid-December, and I'll be giving other readings for Aries. But it seems like things are going to do very well by you. You're going to do very well. You are going to suffer, or you have suffered, some people messing you over, whether it's a job, family, lovers, it don't matter. And now you're going to come out of that. Things are going to improve, and you'll be able to keep what is yours, but it says don't dawdle. Keep going. You had the 8 of Wands where you may miss the boat if you don't act on it. I think most of you will act, because I see the 5 of Swords where you're fighting for yourself, and you're not going to do any give and take with anyone that doesn't offer you what you're wanting. Okay, 4 of Cups in reverse. You're going to not accept something. You're going to actually reject anything that doesn't serve you. Okay, that's what the lunar eclipse does, and that's when the solar eclipse later on brings something else in. And I do see you coming out of not having enough. I do see you taking a stand, but don't miss the communications. Don't be afraid to state your truth. At the same time, don't let it get chaotic. I'm feeling that too. Be practical, be sound, be solid, but stand your ground, okay? Now I'm going to let this go. This camera is moving just a hair bit. Let's see it all in there. Now I'm going to let this go, and I will talk to you later, Aries. This is your reading, and I'll be giving you another one soon. Bye.